Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're embarking on quite a fascinating journey, I think, into something really fundamental, personal performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned wanting to achieve more, maybe build better habits, or just understand yourself a bit better. Well, we've gathered your notes and articles, and our mission in this deep dive is to give you a powerful, integrated framework pulled straight from that material.
And we're doing that using a pretty classic tool, right? The 5W1H.
Exactly. Who, what, where, when, why, how. We're sort of repurposing it as like your ultimate guide to personal growth.
Like building a user manual for yourself.
Precisely. Creating that personalized operating system.
Yeah, and what's really interesting from the sources you shared is how these simple questions, usually for just gathering info, become this amazing architecture for self-development.
Right.
We want to show you how to move past just like fragmented self-help tips.
Get beyond the noise.
Exactly. Applying this cohesive meta framework instead. Well, it can unlock a really profound, sustainable way to master your personal performance. It's a shortcut, really, using your own curated insights.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Starting with maybe the most foundational question, the real engine behind it all, WHY.
This is so crucial, and your sources really hit this hard. Without a compelling why, even the best strategies just fizzle out, don't they?
You really do.
So clarifying your core values, maybe through journaling or asking yourself that big question, what do I want to be remembered for? It directly taps into your brain's reward system.
Ah, okay. There's a neuroscience link.
Absolutely. One article you shared talked about neuroplasticity, how connecting actions to those deep values releases dopamine. It makes tasks feel meaningful, not just, hard work.
It primes the pump, so to speak. It makes you want to do it.
Precisely. It creates that pull, that anticipation.
Okay, that makes sense. But, what about when that why feels a bit distant? When you're just stuck in the grind. Any quick tips there from the research?
Yeah, the sources suggested things like micro-reflection, just taking, say, 60 seconds each morning.
Just a minute.
Yeah, just connect your first task of the day back to your bigger why. It's about that conscious realignment, which naturally leads us to the next big question, WHO.
Right, so you got the engine, the why. Now you need the driver, someone who knows their own vehicle, their strengths, their quirks. Let's talk about the WHO.
Okay, so this is all about crafting your unique performance strategy. High performance isn't one size fits all, and your research really backs this up.
No cookie-cutter approaches here.
Definitely not. It means a multifaceted self-assessment, understanding your personality, maybe using the big five ocean,
Openness, conscientiousness, extroversion.
Agreeableness, and neuroticism. Exactly. Gives you a map of your tendencies. Then, maybe identifying innate talents with tools like Clifton Strengths.
Finding what you're naturally good at.
Right. And character strengths with the VIA survey. Even knowing your chronotype, are you naturally an early bird or a night owl?
The biological rhythm piece.
Yeah. Putting all that together creates that detailed user manual for you based on your own insights.
Okay, so we have our why, our purpose, and our who, our self-understanding. Logically, next comes defining what. How do we make this concrete?
This is where insight meets action. We look at goal-setting theory, which your materials covered well. Basically, specific, difficult goals drive higher performance.
Not just vague wishes.
No, exactly. Use the SMART criteria specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound for those detailed goals.
Bit granular.
Yes. And then maybe layer on something like OKR's objectives and key results for those bigger, more ambitious stretches. Your sources showed OKRs aren't just for businesses, they're great for personal growth, too.
Okay, purpose, self-knowledge, clear goals. Now, the big one, for a lot of people listening, I bet, how do we actually do this stuff consistently?
Right, the implementation. This is the mechanics, really. Habit building, skill limit. Your articles get into the neuroscience here, too, the habit loop.
Cue, craving, response, reward.
That's the one. Understanding how your brain automates things to save energy. We can use practical strategies from your research, like habit stacking.
Linking a new habit to an old one.
Exactly. Or implementation intentions, those if-then plans. If X happens, then I will do Y.
Planning for obstacles.
Precisely. And to beat procrastination, there's that simple but effective 2-minute rule you found. Make the start so easy you just can't refuse. Want to exercise? Just put on your shoes. 2 minutes.
Love that. Okay, inner world sorted, actions defined. What about the external factors? Where and WN?
The environment.
Yep.
Your sources call it the invisible hand, which I think is a great way to put it. It shapes so much of our behavior.
How so?
Well, through choice architecture. Designing your surroundings, physical and social, to nudge you towards good choices and away from bad ones.
Like setting better defaults.
Exactly. Or adding friction to distractions phone in another room, maybe. And for when, it's about time management tools like the Pomodoro technique for focus.
Those timed bursts.
Yeah. And crucially, aligning your schedule with your chronotype, working with your energy peaks, not fighting them. Your research showed that can be a huge productivity boost.
So bringing this all together for you, the listener, we've walked through this 5W1H framework using the insights you shared, connecting purpose to action to environment. It feels like much more than just a checklist.
Oh, definitely not just a checklist. The real power, like your materials suggest, is in the synthesis, integrating it all into a living, breathing personal development plan.
Something dynamic.
Yes, creating feedback loops, tracking, reflecting, tweaking. It turns personal growth from random efforts into a whole adaptive system tailored just for you.
And the big takeaway, perhaps, is that peak performance isn't some magic trait you're born with.
Not at all.
It's a system you designed. So the question for you is, after this deep dive, what intentional change will you make to your system?